In today's video, we're doing something a little different. We are not going thrifting. Instead, I'm on vacation with Mom and Dad Flippity Flipped. We're gonna go take a road trip for 3 weeks of Ottawa, Quebec, and the Maritimes. So come along and have an adventure with us. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Here we are in Montreal, in front of the fabulous but slightly under construction Notre Dame Cathedral. We're in Old Montreal, enjoying the lovely weather. Behind me is the city of Montreal from across the Great St. Lawrence River. Really cool view from over here. Check it out. We're driving down the highway, and what do we see? Costco in Quebec. So we had to stop and get a little ice cream treat. Now on we go to Quebec City. These are the gates to the old city of Quebec. There's a stone wall, citadel, ramparts, not sure what we call them. Rainy day, but really cool things to see. I am just outside Quebec City. Enjoyed a bit of a rainy day, but nice day yesterday. Saw a triathlon, which was exciting. And now I'm at, look at this. It's called Montmorency, which is Montmorency Falls. And after taking a fun tram ride, We have the mighty St. Lawrence River behind us and Ile d'Orleans across where we were yesterday. Zip line, anybody? Happy Canada Day! Here we are on the Gaspé Peninsula, looking at the tallest lighthouse in the country. Here on the Gaspé Peninsula, we've got a gorgeous day today. Don't know if you can see the little white dots on the water. Those are either crab or lobster pots. Somebody's gonna have some nice dinner. And we've got gorgeous scenery. We're on our way to Percé Rock.
And we're here back in the same location as always, the flippity flipped desk. Today I just want to give an update of what's all going on with the thrift store, since while Dawn's away, it's not being shut down. I'm still continuing to work hard. So what's left for listing? These 5 totes, this bag, this whole shelf, a few picture frames and prints, project items, these bags, these picture frames, this tote, that tote, the clothing rack downstairs, and a couple just random items that are probably hanging around. But with what I'm about to show you in the storage room, it might seem like a lot. There is space to store pretty much all of it. In the time that Dawn's been away, I actually went away myself to visit my hometown for my grandma's birthday, which was only for a weekend, and I had my hours covered for Canada Day, which was a stat. Calgary Stampede just came by, and now it's gone. And the reason that I'm in this room is because you guys know this room. Ever since Dawn's been gone, I kind of gave it a little makeover. We'll start here with this wobbly clothing rack. As you can see, it's kind of crooked. And there's no way to fix it since the plastic is bent, unless we really wanted to do a number with some tape and things. But anyway, my parents are visiting, and so my dad organized this by heavier items on the ends and lighter items in the middle. And here's where the big changes really start to happen. You may remember that all of this here, these shipping containers and plastic and all kinds of things for stuffing items and protecting it. There's a little bit more over here as well. These things used to all be back there on the shelf. And I told you guys a couple of videos ago that these cupboards are now empty for more items, so there's more space there. Moving on, we've got this regular setup as it has been filling up. Nothing much has changed here, but what's really different is up here. These 2 little crates are still items that are for cleaning or just bags, things like that, so storage that didn't really have any room anywhere else. But everything else, oh, except this, everything else is items. Since I've filled up the bottom, there is room now for a whole bunch of these kind of boxes, 3 totes in the back. It'll fit on the roof. So I've calculated I can fit probably 8 more totes in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depends on the TV, of course. 6, 7 at least, as long as I move that. 7 more totes of space fit. And I don't know about you, but I would call that progress. So we're on track to have all of the house piles done, and way before the end of the summer. Like, I just finished a tote yesterday, so my pace is just getting quicker and quicker. Last week I did about 107 listings. Yesterday I did 15. And just depending on how long it takes me to take pictures of everything, it's gone. It's out of here. So with the house piles and my progress, I should be on track to have at least half of the inventory listed by the end of the summer, which is great. And considering the fact that we're possibly going to do garage sales estate sales, things like that. Maybe live streams. We're considering that. By the end of the summer, I think it's safe to say most of our items will be dealt with, which is crazy to think of where we started. So that's my storage update and how much I've been listing. Now back to Dawn's trip.
We are here in Moncton, New Brunswick, and we are here at the site of the tidal bore. So right now, I'm going to zoom in. The tide is flowing out. So you see the water moving left. We are going to come back this afternoon when the tidal bore wave rolls in and brings the high tide. So this is the before, and we'll show you the after later. We are going backwards up a hill. How is this possible? I have it in neutral, and we are going very fast up a hill backwards by a magnet. What is happening? I don't know how this works. Mom, how's this possible?
I don't know.
It's very fast.
It is.
Like, I don't know if this truck has more metal than most, but we're flying up this hill backwards with a magnet. I gotta put the brakes on. I'm going too fast, and there's a car. And there's Dad way down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do it again and pick them up.
Yeah, we could. We will. Let's do that. There goes my parents rolling up the hill. It absolutely, whoa, looks like they're going backwards up a hill. Apparently an optical illusion. And I wonder how many crashes they have here. Because people can't drive up backwards. That's so crazy. Ah, I love it. And they let you go as many times as you want. So far we've gone like 4 times. We are here at Hopewell Rocks in Moncton, New Brunswick, or around Moncton. And this is the Bay of Fundy, home of the highest tide in the world. So it's just past low tide. You can see how brown the water is here. And these are called flower pot rocks. I guess because of the trees and stuff growing out the top. And believe it or not, in about 4.5 or 5 hours, this water will rise around 25 feet. I think maybe to like, trying to point, like here or something. So we're gonna come back when it's at high tide and compare what we see. Stay tuned. There it goes, right on by. So just 4 hours ago, we were walking here and having our photo here. And now look, super, super cool. So the tide is coming in, biggest tide in the world. You can see we were walking right up to this rope line. And now, not going down there now. And there's a little hotel called the Chocolate River Inn, because check out the color. Underneath, woohoo! Now that we've crossed the bridge into Prince Edward Island, we are here at the Bottle Houses, and you heard me correctly. This is a little village with houses made of individual glass bottles. How cool is that? Let's go inside. Check it out. Here's the entrance. There's the walls. Look at the colors. Different sizes, shapes of bottles. So cool. There's, I think, 10,000 bottles in this one. There's the entrance. Here we are in the chapel, the third building. Check out the church pews. Walls of bottles. And this was built in 1983 using 8,000 bottles. So again, you can see church pews on both sides. Check out the back of that. All held together by cement. Never ever seen anything like this in my life, but how cool. And in the most idyllic setting, with the lily pond, fountain, there's the other glass bottle house, and on a beautiful day, no less. I'm here in O'Leary, Prince Edward Island, home of the Canadian Potato Museum, with a larger-than-life potato. And I had to make a really fun purchase, which was Atlantic lobster flavored potato chips made with PEI potatoes. And she said, "Would you like a bag?" To which I said, "Sure, thank you." And look! It's an actual potato bag, if that isn't the cutest thing ever. I'm walking on this little bridge, I guess you would call it, in Cavendish National Park. The ocean is over there, and this is a swampy, marshy area that apparently used to be open to the Gulf of St. Lawrence until the sand dunes closed it off. So now that I made it back to the car and drove around, we can see the other side. So you can see the beautiful dunes, the red sand, gorgeous Atlantic Ocean, blue sky, waves, we got it all. And across there is Europe somewhere. Taking a little video. So that's an osprey?
Yep.
Sitting up in a big huge nest with at least one baby, maybe more. We saw one head poke up. Boarding the ferry in the rain. And we're one of the last rows to go, so I expect it's quite full in here already. Here we go, following directions. I hope you enjoyed watching part 1 of my 3-week road trip with my parents through the Maritimes. We saw Ottawa, Quebec, the Gaspé Peninsula, into New Brunswick, over to Prince Edward Island, and now keep an eye out for my next video where we'll show you part 2 of the adventure through Nova Scotia, Cape Breton Island, and some more of New Brunswick, and then a little bit of the trip home. Thanks for watching as always. Bye.